Afternoon everybody, it is Webby's World, as you know. My little manor down in Tenerife, Paul James Webb, used to be Webby Sports Roundup, but I've moved on. We're getting bigger, more views, more subscribers. And Tim keeps telling me, look in the camera, where's the camera? Is it there? I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to look over there. Right, now what we're going to do, I'm down in the village doing a little 10-minute job, very quickly. Going to discuss 2 new restaurants. Okay, that's the first thing, but the big one that you're all waiting for is the cost of cutting my trees in our house last week. I did say send me some comments, and you sent me loads of comments, which is fantastic. I've answered them all, but I'm going to give you the answer to what it cost me, council worker, should have been, how much it should have cost, how much he wanted, how much I knocked him down for it, but it was a backhander. So that's going to come, as you know, at the end of the vlog, as they all say. Right, first and foremost, what we're going to do, tell you a little bit about where we are today. As I say, in Tenerife, if you have a look behind me, check the weather out, as you do. This is where all you Brits back home love the weather. There you are. Probably 23, 24, give or take. There's La Gomera, one of the small islands. You can get a nice boat across there, or ferry. On the left hand side is Il Hierro. You can just see the top there actually. If you go, it goes up, across and down. City. And then, can you see La Palma over there? In its distance, only very small, but a distance, you can see La Palma. And obviously, this is obviously Pearly Grey, where my son works. Who's the best in town, as you know, because he just follows his father. Whiskey around, nice hotel over there, Atlantic, the apartments, Shangri-La, my favourite restaurant, as you know, down there, State 21, Casa Maria, excuse me. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this new restaurant being built. Right, turn it around, see what we got. Don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe to Webby's World. Don't charge anything, it's for free. Why would I charge you? Just buys me a cup of coffee. So let's see where we're going. I'm going to change it around and put you over there so you can see. Lovely new Albatross apartments. We get quite a few over there into Monte Cristo and into the 302, my 2 little pubs I go to for football, rugby, horse racing. It's only been open probably, I don't know, 6, 8, 10 months. No, it's probably longer than that now. Just time flies when you're happy, don't you? Now if you have a look at there, you'll see the Albatross, well, supermarket, Malibu. That's your little shop for your knickknacks. Now, just give you a bit of an insight on this restaurant to be. When it's going to open, who knows? I'll take you further down. I'm going to walk down there a little bit to my house. Right down the bottom left-hand corner. That there is a little restaurant, which you'll see in a minute. My good pal, not mentioning names, he has bought that. Bought it freehold. And then somebody is going to have a lease on it and rent it out. Not spoke to him for a while. It was going to be this month, next month, but things have died a little bit, so I don't know what's happened, but we'll come to that in a minute. Now, as you see here, this is the Albatross Apartments by Malibu. Lovely big company. This used to be, so the restaurant down the bottom, which was called Italian Corner, he took this over. He took that over, 2-3 years ago. You have nice coffee, little sandwiches and what have you. Cracking little place. Anyway, so then the new company's taken over, as you can see. And it's taken a bit of time, but the restaurant is going to be, I think, superb. It's going to give a nice bit of competition to all the other restaurants. As if we need another restaurant. Yeah, you probably do. What we need is another pub, another football pub, I suppose. Give competition to everybody so they can up their game. Now, I was looking at this and thought to myself, are they just going to put brollies out in tables and chairs, but when it gets a bit chilly and so forth in the winter, December, January. But as you can see, they have spent a fair few quid on it. And today is it's Candelaria Day, so if you have a look at this, a nice nice ceiling. I don't know if it's going to go any further. I think that's it. They might be putting one more little extra on, I don't know. So I would think, let's go a little bit down here. I would think that could be it, but you just don't know. They could be butting up another one there, unless this could be a terrace for the sunshine. I would think you've probably got those two, so we'll have to wait and see whether another one goes up. There's plenty of space for it to put another one goes up, and that's going to be a cracking restaurant. I did look in the kitchen over there last week, and it looks lovely and big. There's plenty of space inside, so and obviously you've got the outside terrace here, so there's plenty of space, and the views are magnificent, aren't they? So if you're looking at it, you've got Pearly Grey there, great views, awesome. So let's see what happens with that. I'll keep you updated as it happens. But if you just tuned into the channel, Webby's World here in my little manor in sunny Tenerife, as you know, everybody knows now, lived here nearly 31 years now. After 3 pubs, I had the Plough in Torviscus, I had Webby's in San Eugenio Alto, and then I had the world famous Garda Bar in Fania Bay. Had that for 10 years, 2005 to 2015, and we sold that November the 31st and retired since then. Both get our English pensions, and we both get our Spanish pensions, so it's all good. So without further ado, let's click off, and let's morning no, they're all coming. Let's click off and let's come back in a minute and show you the Italian corner. Here we are, we're back on. We're down in Italian corner, right in the corner of Caio. You would also think that perhaps you think it's a bad position, but to be honest with you, I'll show you reasons over the past 20 years why it's in a good position now. Right, if you have a look down there, again, the Pearly Grey, all the restaurants are down there, but socialising, social media now, whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, all those items of social media, you can go anywhere now, and the reputation, if you get a good reputation with a great chef and great staff, then you're going to work. It's going to work. All boils down to work hard, play hard, all right? Then you'll get your returns. Just look at the weather now. They'd say might get a bit of rain, might get a little bit. We'll see what happens. All right, let's whisk it round so you know where we are now. So this is the place where my pals bought. That's the Italian corner, as you can see. Now, obviously he left there to go up to the Albatross, but obviously then new owners bought that, so he had to get it to there. I think he's retired now. So my good pal bought this freehold. I've not seen him for a while. I've got to get in touch with him, see what's happening. And let's have a look there. You got the side. You got a dentist there as well. I think Italians. I think a dentist down the bottom left-hand side. Nice apartments in Perla Blanca. So a lot of people, residents, all residents in there. That's for sure. So it basically boils down to when's it going to open? Has anybody bought it? Have they let him down, or is it still on the market? I will check that out. So that's the Italian corner down in Caio. Now, because if you look up here, that's where everybody walks down, like I do. Walk up to my house. Lots of little 2 and 3 bedroom little bungalows and villas, new big apartments, houses worth over $1 million further on down. So if they want to come to the village, they can walk down here, down them steps. So it's going to be a good walkway, that's for sure. So that's what's happening. And don't forget, in a minute, you're going to find out exactly what it cost. That's why you're all waiting. Okay, the anxious wait. What did it cost me as a council worker to have my trees cut in my house last week? We're going to get there in a couple of minutes. See you in a bit. Right, we're getting to the end of the vlog now. I'm at my house, up the steps, looking down at my house and the trees. Now, all we want to know is, how much do you think those trees cost Dawn and myself to get cut? How many of those? Looking now, one, so 5 or 6 in there. Some great comments, anything from 75 to a couple of hundred. superb. But I've been told that they will charge a lot more if they were it's pool cleaners. All I want you. I know the workers on the my pal's house next door, I think, again. I think, let's have a look. Yeah, I think the workers, yeah. But it's the day of Candelaria today, so a lot of places have shut the banks and what have you. But before we go into the price, just very, very quickly, I'll update you in a couple of weeks' time about the two restaurants. Obviously, Italian Corner, which my pal's got, waiting for the information on that. But that'll take a bit of time for somebody to take that on and to do a bit of work on it. And I'll give you some information on the Malibu restaurant, which is the Albatross. That is looking spot on. But again, you've got to have a good chef and good staff to keep going there. And it's on the corner nearly, isn't it? So you've got one corner, Casa Maria, and you've got the other corner, which is obviously, which will be that one. So I probably think 4 weeks, give or take. Probably get 4 weeks. So I'll do a vlog on that in a month's time. Right, let's get to the point. Stop waffling, Webby. Get to the point. Now, when I went and saw Daniel, who is the president of Sueños All, okay, not the Ayuntamiento, which obviously is the council. As you know, when I wanted to buy it, they wouldn't allow me because of they think you're going to put a big wall on. They want it nice and green and comfortable. Anyway, so I said, Daniel, I need somebody. He said, well, I've got somebody that will come and do it. You know what I mean? Under the counter. No tax, all the bits and pieces, so I'm not going to say who he is or where he is. Anyway, and when he said, I said, give me an idea what this guy's going to charge. He runs between 75, 80 to 100 euros. I thought, that's okay. I'm happy with that, as long as he does a good job. So, when he came round to the house, hi, and he remembers me, obviously seen me walking Buster and that, hi, how are you? Bum bum, speak a little bit of English, probably not a lot. So then he started working on it, and I thought, I never even asked him how much, so it's my own fault. So I said, in Spanish, "Cuánto how much is going to be?" Then he said a figure. I went, you're not laughing, yeah? He wanted 180, uno ocho zero, uno ochenta, which is 180 euros for doing that. And I went, nah, you're having a laugh. No. He started at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, finished about 5:45, 10 to 6, around 45, okay? And I thought, there's no way. The only reason why, because Daniel said to me, roughly what he's going to charge, and I expected around that sort of figure, 800 and what have you. So I went away, came back when he finished it, and after I spoke to him, after sir, and we were haggling. I went, nah. I says, I ain't paying that. I says, I'll pay you 100. And he went, no. I says, I'll tell you now. As you know, the mayor, I looked at him, he knew he couldn't go any further. And the reason why, because I wouldn't spit on him anyway. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy for me to go and say, I'll go to your boss and say you're doing it behind the scenes. I wouldn't do that. So the ball was in my court what I was going to pay him. I said, I'll tell you something now. If you do a good job, I'll pay you 100 euros, which I expected to pay. Get it clean, get it tidy and done. And he went, and he showed me, I went, 100 euros, no more, no mas. And he went, okay. So I paid him 100 euros to do the job. And I'll tell you what, he did a fantastic job. Less than 2 hours, 100 euros in his back pocket. Never used any electric or anything, just 2 man hours. That's all he did. Used his machine to cut it. And I'll tell you what, he did a phenomenal job. So I would use him again. Whether he wants to do it again for 100 euros is another job. But another time, so we'll have to wait and see. I don't mind paying 100, but we shouldn't be paying it, it's just not ours. We wanted to buy it. So anyway, listen, I'm waffling now. So for all you people that got it right, I paid 100 and he wanted 180. But he couldn't argue with me in the end, could he? Couldn't argue. So that's what it is. So there you are. Webby's World. Subscribe for free, and I will get some more vlogs coming out very, very soon. All the sport for this week. Richie Simon's back after watching Girona play Arsenal last week. And it is what it is. And all the sport, the horse racing from Lee Sobot, fantastic. Thanks for all the new subscribers. Thank you for all the views. Don't forget, hit the like button, please. And please share it. I've got more vlogs coming. I love it. Absolutely love it. The passion is there. It really, really is. So from me, Webby's World, I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Don't forget, comments.